It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a nice-looking run, man. And what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback adapting. Sails one into the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Going for a big play right off the bat. Snags it on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking. But it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. We'll see if they can do it.
Now adjusting. Finds a little space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat on how to go get that first.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Finley. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. They'll try the run. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Flynn. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. And he most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he's coming out of the end zone.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
This offense starts deep in a hole. The inside handoff. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
On the run, fires downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to look downfield again. Quickly to the tight end. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage off?
There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Runs through a tackle. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe. They can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Finley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll test the right side. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Got room on the return. The 40. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like we just saw there.
They'll move the tight end. Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Finley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got a man, it's Finley. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Trying play action. He unleashes a long one. Spreads it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. This is a designed run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. He's got it on the outside. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will line up to kick off and start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. He's loose. Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will give him the lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the Bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. The play action fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Hurricanes will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Old Dominion. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Handoff to the single running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking to throw for it. Got the quick pass. Powers through. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. It's Finley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Takes the easy completion. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play.
Intercepted, number 19.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
To the air on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against the guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Still on his feet. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Finley. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got it.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Now this offense is back on the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on target this time. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll give it to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Handoff, keep working on that clock. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, said it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling. Everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll go to the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The give to the tailback. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.